Alright, so I just wanted to start the video off by saying I am by no means an expert on Warframe lore. This is all theory crafting and speculation, so please don't witch hunt me about it. As always, if you like the video, remember to like, comment, and subscribe because that helps me a lot. So yeah, let's get into the Ordan or Ordis video. Hey guys, what's up? StrifeXD here, and today I'm going to be starting a new, almost series of videos about Orcan lore. I'm doing this because since Umbra is coming out, you know, the art from Ballast was revealed. I think the Orcan's gonna play a pretty large role in the Umbra quest coming up. So yeah, pretty much that's why. So before I get into this video does contain spoilers. I'll be heavily talking about the Cephalon fragments, what they say, and a lot about Kuva. So if you haven't done Cephalon fragments or the War Within, I advise you do that now. Alrighty, so Ordis is the Cephalon who controls our ship. He assists us with quests and stuff like that, and that's pretty much all we knew about him until DE introduced these Cephalon fragments, which is what we're gonna start with. I won't go over all of the Cephalon fragments, but only the ones that kind of stand out to me, if that makes sense. So here's my rundown of them. I should have an annotation or timestamp in the description. If you want to skip me talking about the fragments, it's kind of just going to be a summary. So yeah, so Ordis says that the greatest enemy of the Orcan are machines that are aware. Pretty much, this can be obviously seen because the Warframes were one of the greatest enemies of the Orcan. They were their major downfalls. Warframes controlled by Tenno, a machine that is aware. That's pretty much the main thing I wanted to point out for the beginning part. Then the next thing I wanted to kind of shed light on is when Ordan Karris starts speaking. Ordan is pretty much when Ordis had his body and fought for the Orcan in the Great War. When Ordan started speaking, he describes his bone plugs in his head, how these were pieces of thigh bone shoved into the main bloodstream in his head. I assume that these are, in case, the soldier goes out of control, the Orcan can just pull these plugs out of his head and kill him because they're connected to the main bloodstream. He then goes to talk about a dream that he has, how he's standing above a heap of bones and ribs with his scarlet sword drawn. However, this dream stops when he is called into the Orcan Hall. The Orcan have a song for him and everything, and when the song ends, Ordan was approached by an Orcan holding a red vial. The Orcan wanted to give him the red vial as a gift, but Ordan did not want to become one of them. So he ripped out his bone plugs, thus making him shoot out blood out of the back of his head, and began to kill all of the Orcan near him. He did this so that he could fulfill his last dream of standing above the bodies with his scarlet sword drawn, and then die. However, the Orcan were immortal. When he was done lifeless, when all of the blood was drained from his bone plugs, he saw that none of the Orcan died. He hadn't killed a single one, and they all actually started laughing at him and applauding him. The Orcan holding the red vial, Ballast, as we now know, made him drink of the red vial, making him Ordis. Ordis then had all of the negativity taken out of him and was assigned to us, our Tenno. He says that he now has a new body and that he can breathe and drink again, and now he was happy. But then the operator went into sleep, and he began digging up remnants of his old past and almost killed himself by self-destructing. But then he remembered us, and so he just decided to delete the old memories. So if you skipped the fragment summary, welcome back, and here is where this video is going to start getting pretty interesting. The main things I wanted to talk about during this is how Ordis apparently was given a new body, and where it talks about the red vial. And well, I don't want to talk about Ballast too much because I'm going to save that for another video, but yeah. So basically in the fragments where it says Ordis had a new body made out of metal and fire, it's probably describing him as being put into our orbiter as an AI. For example, the metal and fire could be the metal of the ship, and the fire could be like the jet fuel or energy that propels our ship through space. Also, when it says that he can breathe fresh air and turn old into new air, it's probably some form of filtration system. And when he drinks cool water, it could be coolant. When he says that he looked around him and there was a black ocean, This could easily be space because space is dark and vast like the oceans. He probably only knew human qualities at that point, and he was personifying them into human actions and characteristics like drinking water, like having a body, and like breathing. So now on to the main reason why I wanted to make this video, the red vial. So the Orokin who wanted to give Ordan the vial was Ballas. Ballas fully had the intention of gifting immortality to Ordis, but through how they gained immortality, aka continuity. Not the mod, but the process of moving one's being into a different body using Kuva. Basically, this is what the red vial was going to do. This would have given Ordan a perfect body, and he would have been able to become one of them, fully perfect. Yeah. But he went on a killing spree. When he did, when he was drained lifeless and had no other choice of drinking the vial or not, the red vial became a punishment. He drank the Kuva and participated in the continuity process, but instead of being transformed into a perfect Orokin body, he was transformed into a Cephalon. During this process, Ordis describes millions of needles moving around him and seeing fragments of himself falling into the void. The Orokin during this were actually tampering with his being, removing what they didn't want, all of the ugly, all of the murderous intent, so to speak. And Ordis was looking into the mirror, watching it happen, watching them tamper with his being and remove the hatred and murderous intent that he had, and only keeping what they wanted. They then went to restore, or I guess give Ordis a Cephalon nature and have his purpose to serve the Tenno, to make sure that the Tenno could carry out their actions in what would be fighting the sentients. However, the Tenno turned against the Orokin, and, well, you know, it ended pretty bad for the Orokin. Then the operator went into a sleep, and all Ordis could do was wait because he was a Cephalon. And slowly, memories started kicking back up, which was describing, you know, him falling into an endless black hole. A black hole of memories and fragments, so to speak, of his past life. So yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about now. You know, a lot of people were getting confused about the red vial and how that red vial could have, how it could have been a good thing and a bad thing at the same time. And I also wanted to clear up the little Ordis being given a new body. So I know this video was kind of short, especially for an Ordis video. If you guys want me to go more into detail maybe and try to dissect it more, I will. I just wanted to give a kind of quick overview, because having, you know, having the ability of continuity and having Kuva, maybe we could restore Ordis back into Ordan Karris. You never know. So, I hope you guys enjoyed the video a lot. Please remember to like and subscribe and tell me your thoughts in the comments below. In this new series, again, I will be trying to go over all the stuff, all the Orokin stuff like I said. So stay tuned for that. And remember, I am not an expert in lore at all by any means. So yeah, please spare me a little bit. But again, thank you guys so much, and thanks for watching.